I see him getting his hand raised. I mean, I feel like he's the most skilled, talented fighter that take every fault. Like it's one of those he can't take those early rounds off and feel like he's gonna come in the 7-8 round and hope for a knockout. I feel like Frank gonna dominate him first through 12th round and win the fight. I mean, Tank gonna put up a fight. You know, he's a great fighter, but I feel like Frank definitely gonna take it. I feel like he's the best fighter. He's the fighter. He gonna see the speed. He gonna see the strength. He gonna see the power that Frank brings to the table on fight night.
This fight is going to be so intriguing because you have Tank Davis against somebody that can provide movement, that can provide angles and footwork and hand speed, and not the typical. And this ain't my words, but people keep saying you keep fighting Mexican fighters, flat foot fighters, the opposite of what you would consider Frank Martin, a rhythmatic fighter, a fighter that can use the whole ring, a defensive and offensive fighter. We'll see. Errol had a lot to say. As Tank said, unfortunately, Errol can't fight for Frank. First things first, I think what's going to be real interesting to see is how often does Tank go to his body. Tank throws a lot of body shots in sparring, but you don't necessarily see him throw a ton of them in the actual fights. I think the more Tank goes to Frank body, the faster he could possibly get him out of there, slow him down, maybe cut the ring off and pound him out. Now something else that we might want to consider, Tank might not go out there and stalk Frank. I believe he will, but he might not. Tank has been doing more boxing lately than he has just going out stalking and walking fighters down and attacking them. He could very well go out there and try to box with this dude and see how that plays. Could be very interesting. That way, maybe not give up the first couple rounds trying to fill him out and see what weapons he's presenting, then try to take it away from him. He might just go out there and try to score those first couple rounds, get those under his belt, get to his body a little bit, then later on perhaps go after the knockdown if it presents itself. Frank, on the other hand, in my opinion, I don't think he's a hard hitter. I don't think he's the strongest guy despite his physique. Tim Bradley Jr. This week kind of remind me of with his physique. But he is the bigger guy. So, and he's fast. And anytime you're the bigger guy and you're fast, there's always the chance that you hit him with something he might not see. Tank appears to have a good chin. So, could I see Frank knocking him out? Not really. But whenever you got a guy that has speed, it's always that chance of him hitting you with something you don't see that can leave you hurt, dazed, confused. And when that happens, it's always a chance of a stoppage, especially if you get caught on the ropes like that. The guy throw a nice little quick flurry on you, and the referee stops the fight. I can see maybe it going down that way, but I don't think Frank has knockout power per se. Like I said, I do think Tank has a good chin. We're only 2 weeks out. Well, actually less. About 10 days out. It's going down. We got Adrian Broner and Blair Cobbs coming up this weekend. Hopefully, I can do a video about that tonight as well. So that Gervonta Davis gonna be busy. I'm pretty sure he'll be out there with Adrian Broner. But this is the fight I can't wait to see. Got David Benavidez fighting on this card as well. It's gonna be an interesting night. And that's pretty much all I got. This Head Busting Boxing's own Fight Doctor. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Hit me up in the comment section. Hit me up and let me know what you think. Can Frank Martin pull the upset? And what kind of game plan do you see both fighters bringing to the ring? Like I said, Tank can actually, he doesn't have to come straight forward and try to break him down and whatnot. He can box. He can afford to go out there and have a plan A, plan B, plan C, maybe even a plan D, depending on what kind of minds Calvin Ford and Kenny has. Frank Martin, on the other hand, I think he's gonna have to be a little more defensive than he normally is in his other fights, because he's fighting somebody that all it takes is that one shot and can get him out of there. But we'll have to see. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think. This here Bustin' Boxes on Fight Doctor. I am out.